everyone, this is Omega Zula's channel, and today I want to show you the abilities of this hero, how their animation looks like. This is the last legendary champion of this faction. I will start collecting information about epic champions, and upload a video about them. It's hard to say if this is the last. There will be more newcomers in the future. I have no doubt that there will be a new arrival. The question is whether it will only be from this or another faction. Who knows? Vassal of the Seal is a Force legendary champion from Demon Spawn faction. Between the dawn of creation and the beginning of history, there was a war unlike any war the minds of mortals can comprehend. A powerful race of celestial beings known as Lightbringers was torn in twain by the conflict between Lumaya and Siroth. Some supported the light, others fell to darkness. Among those who were swayed to Siroth's cause, few names inspired as much terror and awe as that of Vassal. Once a general of Lumaya's heavenly hosts, Vassal turned upon his goddess and led the armies of Siroth against her. Bloodthirst and ambition overwhelmed the good within him, and Vassal was soon twisted into a mockery of the noble warrior he once was. Just like his spirit, his body deformed. The all-consuming flames of wrath that burned within soon broke out, charring his flesh and turning it to a stone-like shell. As a sign of allegiance to his new master, Vassal had his chest branded with a terrible seal that is said to link his very soul with the Dark Lord. Alas, while his honor and mercy were gone, the treasonous general lost none of his power and had proven to be a fell adversary to the loyal Lightbringers. It was only after Lumaya banished Siroth into the void beyond creation that the tides of the war turned. Her herald, the Arbiter, led a spirited campaign against the fallen Lightbringers. It was by the Arbiter's blade that Vassal knew his first defeat, and her fury swept him and his army from the very face of the Empyrean. But he was still one of Lumaya's firstborn sons, and his mighty spirit could not be destroyed. Thus he fled to the realm of mortals, hid from just retribution in the darkest corners of Teleria, and plotted his next move. By then, Vassal had fully turned into a creature of shadow. He knew naught but hatred and an unquenchable desire for vengeance against those who had wronged his master. When the demon spawn first rose up in a bid to conquer Teleria, it was Vassal who stood at the head of their foul legions. For centuries, he unleashed devastating wars upon the mortal races, and countless champions who dared to oppose him had fallen beneath Vassal's fiery blades. Once again, it took the Arbiter's personal intervention in the Battle of Woe Unbound to lay the demon low. There she rallied the elven army that teetered on the brink of utter defeat and led a counterattack that brought her forth to face Vassal in single combat. Although the Arbiter triumphed that day, she found herself unable to destroy a creature of such power and hatred. Instead, she banished him to the magic prison she had created for the worst monsters of Teleria, the Doom Tower. There Vassal remains to this day, weakened but ever plotting to break free. It will take a true hero to bend the general of demon legions to their will and ensure his dark designs never threaten the world again. Vassal of the Seal skills. Attack 1. Abyssal Seal. Attacks one enemy. Places a HP burn debuff on the target for 2 turns if they are under a True Fear debuff or a Decrease Attack Points debuff. Also places a shield buff on this champion for 2 turns, equal to 10% of their max health points. Attack 2. Infernal Darkness. 5 turns cooldown. Attacks all enemies. Has a 75% chance of placing a True Fear debuff and a 50% Decrease Attack Points debuff for 2 turns. Attack 3. Demon Possession. 6 turns cooldown. Balances the health points of all allies. The health points levels of all allies will be brought up to the level of the ally with the highest health points. After balancing health points, grants an extra turn. And passive effect. Legion of Doom. Receives 20% less damage from champions from the Bannerlord, High Elf, and Sacred Order factions. If there are 2 or more Demon Spawn champions on the team alongside this champion, increases the critical damage of all Demon Spawn champions on the team by 20%. Critical damage increase only works when this champion is alive. An aura. Increases team's health points in all battles by 33%. This was Omega Zulus. Thank you very much for watching until the end. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Until next time, see you soon.